But yeah, we're back with Hooked on You. Just warning you guys ahead of time, this might be a short one. I ate a bunch of pizza for dinner maybe an hour ago, and now it's hitting me, and I feel like I'm gonna die. You know, one of those pizza comas when it's just like, oh, I'll just eat one more. I'll just eat another slice. Oh, this is really good. And then it's just, oh, I should have stopped around like 4 slices. Like, they weren't even big slices, they were small slices. That being said, we might be at the end of the spirit path. And that's more or less, like, if that's what we end on, just being able to finish one path, I think that's good. Because there's also stuff coming out soon. But, alright, so... Which one? What the hell is our save file again? 245. I'm gonna say 245, because that was day 3, I believe. Hey, Leo, yes, we are back at this malarkey. Malarkey's a pretty good word. You get extra bonus points on that one. Man, for a visual novel, this takes a while to load. That's weird. Alright, so if you weren't here at the last stream, this is Hooked on You. It's a dating sim based around characters from the Dead by Daylight game, the asymmetrical horror game where there's killers and there's survivors, and you're going to you're just some person, and your entire objective is to woo the heart of a killer, a sexy monster killer. Have them, you're either crushed beneath their sweaty pecs. You talk about the end of the world and how futile life is, or you just be a nerd with the Wraith, which we are obviously not doing. Also, my throat's all flummy because of all the pizza I ate. I've been drinking stuff just to get that to go away, but I have no idea what gets phlegm out of the way. It's programmed in assembly. I'm gonna pretend like I know what that means. Full on pretend. Okay, wow. Don't clear my throat ever again, because that came back and tried to get me out of my own throat. I don't even know what that means. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Oh, right. You didn't go on that huntress date. You really missed out. It was thrilling. Or, I guess, it would have been. You'll have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. Okay, so this must have been the thing, because a couple of days ago, my girlfriend was over, and I was just finishing Red Dead 2 on the TV while she wanted to play this. And I kind of glimpsed at the corner of my eye. I wasn't paying attention because I didn't want to be spoiled. But at the corner of my eye, I just saw something weird, and it must have been crabs. Because I'm pretty sure she decided to go with Huntress. You pull your beach attire and splash water on your face. Oh, you pull on your beach attire? Does it mean put on? Make more sense. White and Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time. Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you must used to hate watch with your ex. Oh, it's a Survivor reference. Remember Survivor? Remember when that was the biggest show ever? Remember when that was one of the things where it was must-see TV? You had to watch it Or else you're gonna be that nerd in the office that nobody really talked to because, oh, they don't know what Survivor is. Oh, or they missed the episode. Oh, you dumb idiots, you're gonna get it spoiled. Back then, they only played, like, the early 2000s. It was when they had reality shows like Survivor and Big Brother. They only played that once a week, right? So if you missed out on it, you're just shit out of luck. It's not like TV now where they play episodes over and over again for catch up. And there wasn't the internet, or yeah, there was the internet at the time. What the hell am I talking about? But it just wasn't used as, hey, you can just catch up on an episode here. Suddenly the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? Paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos on the show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. Before they walk over for your big moment. Don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, GBST. Can't be easy being thrown on a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses. Murder and making out. And you kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets. If you don't have green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. Friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say. Well, I mean, when you're survivors, you're not even friends at that point, so they're also right. The amount of times where you play Survivor and just you have teammates who just don't do shit, and then you spectate them and they're just hiding in a corner, and then you ask them what they were doing and they're like, oh hey, doing gens, and you punch your camera. Dude, recently the Dead by Daylight PTB just came out for the new Resident Evil stuff, and it's pretty good. I haven't had a chance to play Wesker because killer queues are so long. And I'm a killer main, so that's a bummer, but everything I've seen out of him, he looks really goofy. Like, he can pick up people, you can yeet them, you can slam them into walls. He has voice lines. He'll do his 7 minutes. I have 7 minutes to spare with you line. So I've been playing Survivor again, which I don't really play, but I've been having a decent time playing it. Not doing well with Survivor, I will absolutely say. I have next to nothing unlocked on Survivor. The most is I have 3 perk slots unlocked on Meg, and that's the most Survivor progress I have at all. My girlfriend plays Survivor, she saw it, she's like, what the fuck, this gives me anxiety. I have maybe like 4 perks in general for just general survivors in the perk pool. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she's opened up to you. I've seen her open up the insides of plenty people. Thankfully for you and us, that's in a different type of game. So are you ready? So of course you're not, but too bad, we're on a schedule. Oh, is this actually the end of the game? I stopped right before the end of the fucking game? Oh wait, hold on a sec. Oh, that's goofy. I might need to close the it's gonna, well, let's talk about getting steamy. I might need to close the window. Oh god, it's gonna get bad in here. Thank god I'm in athletic clothing to play a dating sim. Make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. That's been quite the 48 hours. There are clearly sparks in the air. I'm not talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying from those sparks. Is it a Hillbilly reference or Bubba reference? Probably Hillbilly, because that's original. Please no steal. It's time for a newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't. But who cares? Who do you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. Thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose. But no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, so I settled. Oh my god, Dwight. He got pricked by a rose, and he's just calling it an ouchie. Poor baby Dwight. I need to bring up a thing now. Just really quickly. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, is this capturing now? Okay, so here's the... Alright, so if you don't know how Moris work, they're basically an item that a killer can bring, and if a survivor is close to death in the death stage, they can just kill the survivor, and they each have like their own unique ways. This is Wesker's with little baby Dwight's as the victim.
There's no point in hiding.
The Wesker picks him up, throws him down. And Ouroboros. Fuck you. Shit in his eye. But no, but that's the best though. Every single survivor, everybody thought it was just the Chris skin from Resident Evil, the last one that came out last year. They thought that was the only one that punches Wesker in the face, but it turns out every single person does. So everyone's reaction was, oh, I can't wait to see how Dwight tries to punch Wesker in the face. Dwight, this dumb nerd, luck. Punches in the face. It just throws him away like he's nothing. Oh, poor baby Dwight. And just the fact that Wesker has a second pair of sunglasses to put on his face after they get knocked off, that's hilarious. And it's even worse because just the lighting's bad, but the Ouroboros just starts going through his eye. It's pretty good. Poor Dwight. Shittily Motoplagus? No, that's Ouroboros. That's Ouroboros. You gotta toss 40 L's into that apparently from the last time we played Resi 5 together the other day. It's also hard to get a good kind of camera action or camera angle of Moris most of the time, just because a lot of the maps are dark. And if there's even just a bush in the way, that just gets in the way of that. It's rough to do. But also the thing that's also amazing about Wesker is that when he finds a survivor in a locker, he just does the sonic finger wave and he's like, oh no, wrong way. You know what I mean? It's so goofy, it's great. I can't wait till that comes out in full. Look at these cute flowers. Beautiful. Done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. It's like one flower. I hope Dwight saves some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me? Sorry. You got other things to think about right now. Who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Obviously I'm gonna go with Spirit. Go with Goth Mommy Milkers. You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat and into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You challenged me to be a better person, and I resisted the urge to show me that sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall, out to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality. to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. Time to see what you're made of, GBST. Thought it'd be nice to start the day out on Trapper's yacht before we head out to the Black Lighthouse. You know, I kinda hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever. It's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit at least. There's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know my whole vibe can be a little dark. Well, I mean, you're wearing all black on the beach and you have a giant witch hat, but yeah. That's the vibe I'm getting from that. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once. Went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, Yeah, he murdered me and I woke as an undead Avenger. It's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom, a lot of the time when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Ooh! I don't know why that's so funny. Like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching. When I died, well, I dare you to try to reach your hand through me. I mean, am I allowed to? Is this consent spirit? It's getting weird. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Okay, thank you for that though. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. Ghost microaggressions. You're a ghost bigot, Tyler. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. The only ghost I respect is the band, and they're just satanic humans. Wait for my new video on the main channel where I fuck with whatever recently deceased person in a graveyard at 3 AM with a Ouija board. Oh no, I shoved the planchette up my ass. Ghost, you gotta take the planchette out of my ass to spell out your spirit world's name. I got my ideas. I'm not exactly out there digging around caves or dusting off antiques trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously though. I want to give the process a chance. Maybe a dumb process and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. You just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try to swim away, you're giving this a chance. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. It's not. However, the fact that you've never even tried, that means you got courage, or an open mind. I don't know, maybe if you stuck around. Because you like someone you met here. Well, I'm taking you out on a date, Spirit. Of course I'm into you. Maybe. While the two of you are getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop! Everybody off! There were other stops. Oh no, not this trip. Of your life. Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for shore. I'm just messing with you. That was the only stop. Nobody here's really looking out for our fun, so we have to make it ourselves. There are no other stops. Seriously, go. Race you to the poop deck, Dwight. Ship doesn't even have a poop deck. Oh, it will. Is Claudette just gonna take a shit on the middle of the deck? Was that the implication from that? She's just gonna drop her pants and poop on the deck? I mean, where's that DLC? I'd pay for that. As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette run giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. I don't know if any of the other killers would be able to compete if Claudette and Dwight were dateable. I know there's the danger and the certain je ne sais quoi of the killers, but I feel like a lot of the community just wants to have their way, just to smooch Claudette and Dwight on the face. Specifically those two. Maybe Goblin Quentin when he was a goblin back in the day, but he's not a goblin anymore. You arrive at the beach near the majestic black lighthouse. Its imposing form towers above you. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today, see? Spirit places her wrist delicately on your hand and presses your fingers down against your skin. It's cool to the Dutch. It's cool to the Dutch. Dutch! Sorry, Red Dead Redemption is just seeping out of every one of my pores right now. But you feel is that the faintest of pulses? My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? Now I show you something that no one else has seen up close before. Well, no one who's ever lived to tell about it. We're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse among the circling birds. I swear to God, there's just gonna be the fucking basement hooks up there. And that's where it's gonna say, hey, hooked on you. That's what the title of the actual game was all about. It's getting hooked by a killer. And them being like, oh yeah, it's great. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hey y'all! Hey y'all, everyone doing today? Certainly seems to be taking the whole elimination thing well. Maybe this is the opposite of that. Better not bring it up at all, just hope he doesn't completely melt down. Hi Wraith, you sure seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else is strange. Something different than what's usually going on. Cool to the Dutch? Go to Taco Bell and order a cool Dutch Dorito Locos Taco. It's just a normal Doritos Locos Taco. But you gotta put the faith in. Arthur! Put some faith in me, Arthur! We're going to Tahiti, Arthur! Gonna be mango farmers, Arthur! I don't know what a mango is, Arthur! Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that he's ever sucked. That's ever been sucked. Oh god, they're talking about sucking now. Thank you. Thank you for choosing someone. Anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again. Forever. It's how it's meant to be. I feel alive. Are you done? You're kind of, well, you know, on that date you just mentioned. Glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up the eye of the lighthouse. I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one else has been up there and lived to tell about it, but this sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe. And if he's not dead now, he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date! Hey now, we can solve our problems without hair floating up in any menacing shapes. Just be over here, running away, enjoying the view! You know, I think Wraith was kidding about the whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is mostly the ocean, on account of, you know, a lighthouse. However, that brings up an interesting point. Regarding your, how I say it, Spirit's hand floats up as she scratches her head contemplatively. You don't usually see her at a loss for words like this. That's their moral status. This feels like a thing I should save. Or... Because despite what our lanky friends seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings down doom from all corners of this world, if not further. Well, duh, you saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time only to crumble at the rocks beneath its spooky tower. We decided not to point that out because that wouldn't be too romantic now, would I? I don't know, a pirate ship crashing, that's hella romantic. I mean, have you ever seen a ship in a bottle? That's romantic as hell. You give an option to a lady that's just a ship in a bottle or a copy of the I was gonna say the lighthouse, What the fuck is that movie? The Notebook. How the fuck did I confuse The Lighthouse with The Notebook? Those are two completely different movies. Yeah, if you offer a woman either a ship in a bottle or a copy of The Lighthouse on Blu-ray, she's always gonna pick The Lighthouse because that's more romantic. You get to see a giant mermaid vagina. You get to see Robert Pattinson jerking off to a mermaid statue. Oh, it's great. I think I'm alive? I'm here with you, walking this beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin. Here, with me, the spirit. Does that really make you alive? I guess I don't know. Come up with me into the eye of the Black Lighthouse. You may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because I have something. We have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. Hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit right here and now to figuring it out as friends, can we put that risk off for another time? Just be friends? Ouch. Is this her way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it might not be safe. You might die up there and there's nothing I can do about it. Let's go up there and see if we can get some spirit booty. Go up and die. You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body and fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit? Smiles a quirky, devilish smile. Right this way. Oh, she's super into it. Oh, you're gonna die for me like that Bring Me the Horizon song? Oh, I'm super into this. You are the right person I want to do a date with. The lighthouse is almost pitch black. It was seemingly every day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. The last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down, as if it had been crawling. Watch your step. Things we do for love. Yeah, it's certainly spooky as fuck up here, especially with all the bloodstains on the ground. When you arrive, the lantern room at the top of the Black Lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room, as though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow, just morning a moment ago, but now it's night. What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I've enjoyed the peaceful time together with you, taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It's my kind of perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. I just call it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it, it's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead. Or, you're already dead and have been this whole time. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. Doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens refracts moonlight through itself, a subtle spark that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring out into the light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I had a really good time. I feel like I need to plop another safety save. That's it? Don't get me wrong, it's really cool and all, I just guess I don't know what to expect. Suppose you thought you were walking into your death and nothing happened. It might feel a little anticlimactic. Sorry. Anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easier to get down. Stairs look pretty dark. Maybe it... Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and it becomes frighteningly clear to you. That switch wasn't for the stairs. It was for the main lantern. A lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up your nose. Oopsie. Maybe that was the switch wasn't for the stair light at all. Now we'll see who's really alive and who's really dead, I suppose. It's bound to happen sooner or later. Slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure you see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kinda defies logic. I want to see it, but, well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes, look at me. I'll keep you safe. Oh my god, it's like a fucking harsh skill check. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, they're a little lax with that, thank god. Because I was trying to time those like an actual skill check. Oh my god, I can barely even see. Not bad. Oh my lord, how are you supposed to do this? Are you okay? You seem okay. How about I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do? So brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. Shows you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of the energy up from the blacklight house as lantern's eye refuses to subside. No, it cannot be ignored. And it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, it was just a trivial game. This is real life, and real magic. Stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind. Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll all make sense soon. Wait to hear Spirit's muffled voice. Got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not you. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you, and it's also me. Can't believe you thought you would change for me. Can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks a whole lot different than this. Oh my god, were they a thing? Oh no, I cucked Trapper. I think I cucked the Trapper. Oh, that's great. Fuck you, Trapper. You're bottom tier for a reason. I don't think you're hearing me. Which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody. Oh yeah? Fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. But I'm not doing that. I'm dumping. Don't you say it. I'm dumping Evan McMillan, and there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan. Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel. I think your shouting woke up GBST. My shouting? In an attempt to be as quiet as possible, you hold your breath and just freeze in place. Sorry we woke you. After what happened, you'd probably be off sleeping for a bit longer. Things just got out of hand. How'd you know? You were talking in your sleep basically non-stop until you woke up and then got quiet. What was I saying? I don't know. I don't speak Dutch. Oh! I don't speak Dutch. How is this going back to Dutch? Oh god, I had it all along. Dutch was right. The Dutch's plane was right. I just had to believe. I didn't believe enough. Oh no, I'm panicking. Oh, that's spooky. That's really spooky. Je speak it Netherlands? Bikarbar. Yeah, see, there you go again. The jig is up. The jig, as they say, up. They know you're awake now, and you're gonna have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation, and that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island, or this creepy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. Fun as this tunnel goes, we brought you here. We? You and Trapper? But... After the lighthouse came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head on or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper to help. It's not that I can't carry you. It just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. Could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. Do you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right. But you get what you see with him. Brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island.
What's up? What's up, guys? Talking Island Mysteries, my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in.
Trapper, you said this place was private.
Don't look at me, I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him. Oh, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So, you three a throuple now, or? Because I gotta say, I didn't really get the whole Trapper spirit thing, but hey, it's not my business. I don't stick my nose in it. We're not a thing! Nobody traps the Trapper. Not with traps, not with relationships.
That's bullshit. You get trapped by your own goddamn traps. And that's just gameplay mechanics. And you do realize you're sticking your nose into our business now, right?
Wow, so hostile. Don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has interesting features. Head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find... Get out!
Wraith just looks around, just to be double sure that Trapper is addressing him.
I was just leaving.
This island, it's a lonely place. It's great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. After a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me, and it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we're more than friends.
I dispute the events as told, for the record. I don't pursue, I stalk and lie in wait.
Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at. So, I hate to ask, but did I just look into the refrigerator-sized death lamps, so I guess I'm more of a glutton of punishment than I thought? What were you good at?
Well, for starters.
Excuse me, I'll take that question very much. You know anything about it, tell me by now. It's that I'm on a quest.
For revenge.
Exactly. We might not know. Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge.
Trapper blushes behind the mask.
That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who had turned their backs and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Ewan on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan. Did they even have cappuccinos back in Trapper's day? When the fuck was Trapper... Like, when the fuck was...
Trapper, age.
I don't think it says what time period he's from. But I thought he was like maybe late 1800s, early 1900s in America. Did that music just say something that I like frogs in the morning? That's weird. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. They say to never date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think that's a saying. Then you came along, GBST. Show me that's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. I'm not sure where you got all of that from, but okay. Held a mirror up to my own doubts and fears and show me that they aren't everything about me, that I can embrace those things but not be defined by them. Show me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with the revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground at a dark cave of an old dusty tunnel. Holy. Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly, appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass, because he seems to be taking it quite well. This whole half-assed dating show parody thing at first, I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? Then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. And I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us.
Listen, While we were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and I value her opinions. That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get to her, you gotta go through me first. By passing Trapper's test. Trademark. Coming to Behavior TV, Sundays at 8 p.m. Is this like actually a fucking show? Oh god. If so, I'm just gonna save over. Welcome to Trapper's Test. Answer my questions correctly or die by my blade. Question 1. What's Spirit's real name? The one given to her by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. I'm pretty sure it's Ren Yamamoka. Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon. Oh yeah, don't think I mentioned this, but last weekend there was the closed beta test for Dragon Ball The Breakers, which is basically just kind of like a budget Dead by Daylight made with Dragon Ball Z characters. Like there's a little city kind of area, I guess, just surrounding areas, and then there's just 8 survivors, and then there's one raider, which is the killer, and they just kind of go up and down in evolution. And I was gonna stream that, but unfortunately I couldn't because just the timings were weird and I was out during some of them. So I decided to record some, but I didn't really have anything to say because it was just kind of weak. My hot take. It was just felt weird. It feels like what people say Dead by Daylight is, where you just get one shot constantly and then you're instantly dead after waiting maybe 5 minutes to get into a match. That's almost the reality with Dragon Ball, where if a killer sees you, they can pretty much just one-shot you, then you're on the ground, if they just absorb you, okay, you're done, you're out, goodbye. I didn't even get a chance to play Raider, because I had on specifically, what queue do you want to go into? I always chose Raider, kept getting Survivor, which sucked. But yeah, I was interested in it before, not so much now. Even now that it's been announced it's like a $30 game, I think it's gonna die really quickly, unfortunately. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on that one. And again, I would put the footage out, but I deleted it because I just didn't really have much to say. Honestly, I couldn't come up with really anything to say. It was just, alright, I don't know what I'm doing. The tutorial doesn't teach you half the shit in the game. And it's just like, oh hey, there's the killer. I'm just gonna hide in this little house where they couldn't possibly have seen me and they don't have X-ray vision. Oh wait, they blew up the house regardless and killed me. Alright, I guess that's fun. The most fun I had was I tried to make my character look like the Joker, and she didn't really look like the Joker, but I tried. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge? A restaurant. I know to think that I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I ever mingled with help like that. He'd be so disappointed in me. Question 4. What is Spirit's favorite color? Black. Are these questions largely superficial? Sure. Maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped. I mean, maybe that's why it didn't work for us. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. I'm gonna save before this one as well, just because I'm kind of a bitch. You got this. According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? Fuck. I don't remember this one. It's not regretting parts of your life, it's kind of either having unfinished business or not seeing for who you are. I'm gonna choose this one. When I pitched the Trapper's Test to the Suits at Behavior TV, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new car to be given as the final prize for winning. So I killed them all, right there in the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. I'm telling you this, A, to brag, and B, to explain that the only thing you're gonna win by me saying is, congratulations for passing the Trapper's Test. That was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman is obsessed with a giant light that shines in the dark. Has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules. Even if I literally just made them up, you got it right. So I guess I approve of you dating Spirit, or whatever. Never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me a good excuse to wet my blade with. Oh, I can die during that? Oh, hold on, let's die. Let's get a death. Because you can totally die during these. My fucking girlfriend got one of the deaths. She got killed by Huntress. I don't remember how. All I know is that she just started laughing. I turned around and it's just, hey, you dead. Wrong. Look, you got really close. I want to make a moment to applaud you for doing so well until now. But that's not what happens when you get a question wrong on Trapper's test. Say hello to my little blade. Death wasn't bad enough. The last words you hear before Trapper's weapon splits your entire body in half is an extremely lame catchphrase. There we go. I hate how horny Trapper is. I mean, that's just Trapper in general. Just a big horny man with hooks in his skin. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink wink, Trapper out. I just want to do Trapper's path just to see if part of his path is him every time he leaves, he just says, Trapper out. That would be so fucking cute. I'm sorry you had to endure that. What, 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that, the ridiculous and necessary it was, the whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, the stupid quiz, all of it, especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if it didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please, call me Ren. Ren. Oh, her name even up. I was just about to say it would be really cute if they updated her name to be her actual name. Yeah, it's just Ren. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There's something else I wanted to show you. Alone, up in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's not that kind of game. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told, wait, that is that kind of game. Disregard the gutter comment. Come back up there with me. There's no place I'd rather be. Oh god, I might have to... I don't think there's booba in this. I think there's just lewd, but no booba. You're excited to return to the lantern room of the lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that was previously a part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit, which makes you all the more crushing. When you're attracted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight. Claudette, Dwight, funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. What would be tragic about a family reunion? These were always joyous occasions in my experience. Before they can even explain what it's meant to be, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. The lens begins to glow a now familiar way. Prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens to you again. Now isn't the time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans. Dwight, Claudette, shield your eyes. We don't know what the lighthouse will... No, please don't interrupt. I think after all this time, you know that we got your best interests in mind. Wait, what? No, of course, I don't think that I... God, Waxing, you're a friend. I asked you not to interrupt. Too late, the black light flares. The darkness, you see something horrible and strange. The place of Claudette and Dwight are two ghoulish silhouettes. But before you can focus on them, the light passes and the two survivors are returned to their normal states. It's breezy up here. Should have packed a sweater. What in the hairy hell? Hey, watch the language. You shouldn't speak that way. Around your elders. Oh! Oh my god, it's Oni! Ah, Oni looks so cool. Oh, this is a really cool art style for Oni. Grandpa? My little Ren, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. What? GBST, meet Grandpa Kaizen Yamamoka. Well, technically just not Grandpa. Technically he's my great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. That's a lot of greats to say in a row. I haven't seen my little Ren since I watched over her from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. Expect you all to say the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Grin. She can do whatever she wants. That precious little angel. But you...
Oni stares at you with his demonic red eyes. Pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you.
You mongrel! You must treat me with respect, or so help me I'll be cleaning off bits of your head off my Kanabo.
Kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, FYI.
I'm not sure what peasant like you is doing so close to the descendant of the Noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. Dirk, Claudine, explain what's going on to me.
It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember? We explained to you that you were going to come meet you with your great-great-great-granddaughter suitor and withhold your approval?
5 greats!
Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir, your honor, master, sir. Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you must have great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I'd be so distracted by torturing him for all eternity to continue with the rest of whatever this is. Show? Game? Experience?
Oh yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my own power and magnitude can help.
Self-important much? Nice to meet you, Kazan.
Only my friends may call me Kazan. Those who tremble at my fear at my presence call me Oni.
Seeing a serious resemblance to Trapper, and not only the sheer size of the man that Oni is, but also his attitude. Apparently Spirit has a type. You sure you can, or want to measure up to that? Dawns on you that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you tried to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. This definitely deserves much more thought, but now's not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai with mad dogging you from 2 steps away. Well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kazan. Kazan.
Cousin! You will realize now my true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your light!
Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly. Like great-great-great-great-grandfather, like great-great-great-great-granddaughter, apparently. Hold up there, grandpops. Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you need to get to know them a little better.
Young people these days always waiting to kill people, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what needed to be done because your nobility depended on it.
In his day, for such an imposing presence, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at cloud vibes.
You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have much foreigners on our land. We didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already. A little too much, if you ask me. But I didn't make the rules. The rulers did. Exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, publishers, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. What were we talking about? Spitter giggles at her great. Okay, I'm not saying all those every time. At Yoni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so... Listen up, old man. I don't have time for you to list every activity available to the samurai at the entirety of the Edo period. Silence, peasant! Showing your ignorance, samurai were forbode from many activities that didn't befit the Bushido code, such as attending certain theatrical performances, for instance. Sometimes, however, samurai would put on a disguise in order to sneak out entertainment. Now, I'm not saying I did that because I had honor and a body built like an entire castle. That is quite hard to hide. Clearly, you have neither honor or my physique. You even know about the ins and outs of the shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you fool. Holy fuck, this voice. Oh my god, I need to stop. I'm sorry, I need to stop doing the Oni voice. I'm just gonna do normal voice Oni, because that is like killing me. Ren, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer as this? I find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and who wasn't allowed to do what leisure activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle this massive demonic old man. Oh wait, I get it, sweet one, my beautiful descendant, who invited me here to do what you're too kind to. Bash this jerk's head in. Claude, Doris, fetch my Kanabo. Ren, wrap your robe around the small girl's hands and hold them still. Splatter their brains on the beach, together as a family. Grandpa, no, it's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did. Haha, yes, sure. Wink, wink. The whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they?
I swear, GBST has a good soul, and the heart of a true warrior. They fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, put up with their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already?
Of course. Who am I to expect anything to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and critters for 5 generations. Just come give your ancestor-in-law a hug.
Alright, he's gonna, like, fucking kill me. Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he's ever hugged anyone in his entire life. I think I'm good over here, actually.
Rin, now push them my way, and I'll split them in half. The sacrifice of this usurper to the Yamamoka bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back on the course of honor.
So silly, Grandpa. We both know that only sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father, your great-great-great-grandson, traitor to the Yamamoka name.
Lust for vengeance in your voice fills me with cheer.
I'll never forget who I am.
I suppose this is the person you want to be with. Go on your journey of bloody revenge with. I should trust your judgment. Strength inside of you blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors.
And if GBST ever treats me poorly, you have my word, on our family's honor, I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish. Tear rolls down from behind Oni's demonic mask. Sure, you want to marry into this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm not even thinking. I'm no thoughts in head, just goth, mommy.
One last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it, but maybe stop focusing so specifically and obsessing on it. What he did was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Be well, Rin. I will see you again soon. Now let's go, servants. Clint, Denise, return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to?
Yes? Sure?
I swear this is better than dealing with Trapper's dad.
Sorry this is disrespectful to your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I'll never measure up to someone like that. A warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean, that mask. Don't worry, I would never expect you to. Or want you to, really. If all I wanted is the biggest brute alive, I'd be down on Trapper's cave right now, avoiding his vintage bear traps. That's not the life I imagined for myself. That sense of abstract danger, duty, anger, at a world changing around me, a lust for blood, that's no way to live. And yet, as you know, that is the Yamamoka way of life. Forever, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside of me. Or maybe I was, until now. Call me the dragon tamer, baby! Call me the dragon tamer, baby!
Oh, holy fuck.
You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. I'm sorry, I'm plopping. No, I loaded instead of... Oh, God. Oh, okay, so that's how you skip. I'm gonna save. I'm just plopping safety saves down just in case so we can go back and forth. Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. I think we spent enough time in this lantern room. We should get back to the beach. Moonlight sets a romantic mood as the storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. You know, the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, we'll rise again. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. Hopefully I don't get banned for this. Spirit removes her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. Maybe you could get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Again? I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was... Well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. To be totally real with you, I kinda just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. There was a mini game to apply sunscreen to her feet. Which, I mean, I guess the developer likes feet. I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled for a foot freak. Not that there's anything wrong with feet. It's just something that about that kind of attention really gets people talking. I mean, this game is fucking psychic at this point, just with the amount of times I've said something and they've brought it back. Steady, steady. How's that almost? God, that's so goddamn hot. I love feeling your hands slide up and down my feet and between my toes. My skin has never been more moist. This game, oh, the words, it's making my brain explode. Get up here right now. Before you can find a towel to wipe your lotion hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock into yours. You're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, snaking through the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet. I'm sorry, I need to make one last emergency check. One last emergency check. Alright, I didn't find anything. I might have to abort fast. So this is what it feels like to fly. Spirit pulls you close. You feel bits of glass press into your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix, wash over you like the ocean. Salty air sting your skin as you writhe against your own undead lover. The lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit lets the dragon out inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it would all have been worth it. The clouds part as you manage to pull yourself, exhausted, away from Spirit. I got a chunk of broken glass is lodged into your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, it drops blood. Sorry, I think this got stuck into me when I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags her fingertip over the sharp end of the glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I got plenty more where that came from. You arrive at the beach to find Claudette and Dwight waiting for you. Now's the time, GBST, to face your destiny. Actually, about that, can we talk privately? Not here. Maybe someplace else would be better for this talk. You know how we feel about schedule, Spirit? Very strongly. You know how I feel about you telling me what I want to do? Don't do it. Like I said, I'd rather have this talk with GBST privately. It's not right to do it here in front of everyone. You know, from my experience in upper management in my father's mine, I've learned if you're gonna fire someone, it's best to do it in public so they don't freak out. Please, enough of the fire talk. Wait, you think? No, she couldn't be. They seem so in love. Well, I mean, not really. Spirit is a spirit. If I tried to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder GBST yet. So, okay, fine, your guess is as good as mine, really. That girl is very hard to read. Word of advice, though, if you're going to end it quickly. In my experience, the more pathetic the creature, the more annoying the final howls are. Congratulations, you got Ghost Pussy. Thank you, Lego. Feels good. I imagine it's like Vampire. Banging a vampire, it's just cold. You know, no blood, no circulation or anything. I don't need any advice. Everyone out, except for GBST. Did someone say final howls? That's my whole jam. I can stay, right? Especially you, out. Lame. Alone with Spirit, you feel something awful hanging in the air. More awful than the lingering smell of that Cleaver body spray. Ugh, that gag. I'm gagging. We're all gagging for Cleaver body spray. Spirit, Rin, I don't know what you plan on saying but before you say anything, just know that I really, really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days helped me get to know myself. For that, I just wanted to say thank you. That's sweet. You're welcome. And you know what? That's the kind of thing that shows me you got a good heart inside of you. Too good for me to carve out and toss into the ocean, but also too good for me to love. Oh god, I got friend-zoned. I need someone who shares my interests, someone I can connect with, someone jaded and dispassionate, only driven forward by my desire for revenge. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Can we just be friends? I don't know if... Before you finish, just know that if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies, and I will destroy you. Friends it is. Glad to have had you here for when I needed you, but also not too close to me when I don't. So yeah, I'll see you around. Spirit starts to leave. Wait, what? That's it? That's how this ends? You're just leaving me here? I'm not sure I'd use the word ends. For that matter, I wouldn't even say I'm leaving, but us, we're definitely through. The fact that you can't see that, well, it just proves that we never really belonged together anyhow. Good night. What the hell? I just spent all this time on my island doing everything I could just to get to know you, only to be told I should just leave Chocolate Factory through the side door? I don't know what that means. Anyways, I said good night. See you around. Jeez, I'm sorry. What a bummer. Hey, why'd she keep saying that she'll see me around? Gosh, I have no idea. Well, at least I got a really cool wallpaper. And so, my precious killers live happily ever after, as they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost, whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Did I spoil my true identity? Made it this far, you should probably know that. You'll have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, see you later, and again, forever. Well, shit. Well, I got friend zoned at the end. That was, I'm completely crushed.
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe. Attack ships on fire off the shoulder of Orion. I watched sea beams glitter in the dark near the 10-house gate. All those moments will be lost in time, like tears in rain. Time.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I need a moment to compose myself there. You know what? Do people have guides for this? There's gotta be guides. It's been a week since this thing came out. Hold on, we're gonna do a little bit of a speed run. A 349? Yeah, delete the save file. Right, I think I know what button. We're just gonna advance through this. Let's fiddle with the head again. I don't know what. Alright, I've got a guide in another tab. We'll check that out. Hold on. Giving the ball back, say nothing, do nothing is the first choice. And this is kind of a shitty skip button. You can't skip through like all this, right? We're getting like a good, quote unquote, good ending. Say nothing, do nothing. Alright, she was into that. Average flight history cat. You know, vanilla. Average flights. Flight history. Cat. Any, none. 3-day-old corpse. Not. Vanilla. Oh, and I think there's also like another kind of secret. Vanilla. Just brought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. I'm in control, so don't you forget it. Say you like me and chip, you like me and chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. Best flavor is vanilla. Rebel, eh? Not in my dating sim. You have to understand. It feels good to end someone else's game. Should try it sometime. So yeah, you get a game over for refusing to say mint chip. I'll just load. Chip. By the way, we've seen pretty much all this already. Go to the bar. Feels like every time there's an effect on screen, it kind of stops your, like, advance, which is kind of annoying. The bar. Spirit doesn't like drinks, so none of the options are good, but Virgin Daiquiri seems to give most dialogue with her. Okay. Virgin. Didn't come here to party. Just trying to make the best of a very strange situation. I don't know, how about a daiquiri? I know how to make that. Skip the liquor. I'll have mine virgin. Trapper Snickers at your choice of words. Sure you will, kid. Don't mind him. No need to suck ourselves in booze just to place someone else's expectations. If you ask me, there's enough spirits here already. That's a pretty good joke. Besides, alcohol just numbs you to the painful realities of the world. I choose to face them head on. Never do something like that. Like, I don't know, hide from all that behind the world's largest hat or anything. Please, allow me to ignore any fashion advice from a man that's wearing a doll's face as a mask. Not a doll's face, jerk. So we got their requests. Alright, so the next thing is I have to land on Spirit 3 times during the bottle minigame. And I'm like notoriously shit for that. I think it was, hold on, she likes Dracula. So I think, yeah, the next thing is spin the bottle. Okay, so save it now because this is the shortest time in between each of them. See, God, this is so difficult. Like this, I can't comprehend just what side the bottle is. Fucking beans. Huntress, Trapper, Huntress. All right, I gotta reload. This is gonna be the hardest part of the run. I wish there was an easier way to do this, because again, like I don't know, just the way I'm seeing this, like it's just hard, like really disorienting for me. So I can't. It's hard for me to even like try to time this. Okay, that's 1 spirit. 2 spirit. Oh, can I save in between? Oh my god, I can save in between. All right, so that's 2. 2 for spirit. 2 for Trapper. 1 for Wraith. Nope, that's multiple for him. Yeah, that's spirit, so that's 2 spirit. 1 Huntress. It's like 1 or 2 for Trapper. Oh my god. Yeah, that's just so difficult. I can't time this. Like, it's completely throwing me off. I feel like I need some sort of accessibility option, because this is like fucking with me. Oh, there we go. 3 spirit. Spirit is your true match. Ooh. Just this morning, you were waking up in a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across the beach towel at Spirit, lust in her eyes, sweat glistening off her skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Spirit takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating the gross way you'd sweat in an interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't even know what to do. If you try to lock lips at this state, you might gross her out so completely she'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Spirit, we have some bad news for you. I have something in my teeth, don't I? I think it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long I was in that ocean. No. Well, maybe. It's not what I was gonna say. It's not happening. Not now, maybe not ever. If they think I'm gonna make out with some stranger just because the bottle told me to, they got another thing coming. So do you. Namely a katana into your heart if you ever try to make a move under such absurd circumstances. I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I know. You seem pretty harmless. And not at all that bad to kiss, if I were interested, which I'm not at this moment in time. Gonna tell them we kissed? We are. I'm not above lying to get what I want. So that thing about me not being bad to kiss, is that a lie to get me to play along? You want to know the truth, figure it out yourself, but don't expect this life just to hand you gifts like me. All I was ever handed was pain and suffering. Treat me well and I'll return the favor. Otherwise, we'll try a different route and see what happens. They already said those things. Do not get all perfect scores in slice meat, then you'll get Trapper, but just don't fail fully. Okay, the next skill check thing, where we're eating Felix. Oh shit, for Trappers, you gotta get all perfects on all these. That's gonna be a little hard. I was already spoiled on Trapper's ending image, and holy shit, it's real fucking lewd. it's shocking. That's 2. Fuck. Not bad. Not bad. That's pretty good. I like to see what you can do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dialogue options further. Oh shit, I missed that. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. I'm sorry? Actually, it's not the food of the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. Just pretending to be grossed out by dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone else thinks.
It's so important to remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right, guys? Is anyone listening to me?
Typically a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Yeah, we already got this shit before. Why does Dwight always look like he's about to slap Claudette's ass? Because Dwight lives life close to the edge, and when he does that, Claudette's gonna murder him for real. Absolutely as she should. You've always been alone. Rather not remember about my life before. That's one thing no, I've always been alone, and I will always be alone. Sparrow's turned from looking at the ocean is looking directly at you now. Funny idea, isn't it? Being alone together. The best we can hope for. Maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend we know anything is just arrogance. Ah, so dumb. Just busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't take care of myself. Now I'm all I got. So I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny. My purpose that was sitting beside me my whole life. So this might sound silly, but Spirit looks to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced there's only the two, she continues. Oh, she's... Oh yeah, we already, got this. Nothing but darkness. Some of this dialogue I'm not entirely sure, I don't remember if I said it or not. Right now it's just, we're picking Spirit to tell a story, and we're skipping through, the Dr. Hartna, or Detective Hada, in a fucking box. Nothing hugger. Yeah, we got all this shit before. Do you believe me? Who cares? Who says I believe in anything? For that matter, who even cares what I think? Our beliefs are our own business and no one else's. Well, I'll be. That's a strong take. You gotta cultivate your own garden. I just admire you, GBST2. I named myself Tube just to let everybody know that this is my second playthrough. And that, technically, think of it like a roguelike. I'm the son of GBST. I somehow produced an offspring with myself. Not offering up your own thoughts or opinions simply to feed the curiosity of others, like the more desperate residents of our little paradise. Good for you, I say. Got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? I know everything, because trust me, I know everything. Do you know the answer to my own question, but if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Oceaneer got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. There's a corpsey, yeah, corpsey cutie, we saw this. Specifically, we heard the line corpsey cutie, and that's hilarious. Of course, we gotta get the Legion music right before. Choose Spirit to lay by the fire with you. Spirit, hang out with me by the fire. Getting all smoky. Oh, that's weird. This time it was Trapper that we got, because before it was Wraith. we got as the person just kind of standing there. I was checking out to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. Since I'm here, they share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Were you trying me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't trying stink lines rating out for me, are you? Still... he's trying a caricature of me and he's trying stink lines. Oh my god, Trapper, Trapper, you're amazing. Look, I'm not an easy guy to go along with, but I'm an easy guy to spend time with. That'll make sense if you choose to spend your time with me tomorrow. The rest of this scum lives like rats. They wouldn't know a good time if I bit them in the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, select me, you're in a day for luxury, extravagance, and fun. Yes, I said fun. If I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to the about 15 feet to your left. Finally alone for real this time. Maybe drift off sleep and maybe not be poisoned. I think it's the reality show part. Could also be exactly the same. Fixer's gonna pop up, give me the cursed coffee. Yep. Yes, it's been really entertaining. I think it's like the next 2 options. Day 2 is choose spirit. Choose spirit, choose spirit. Alright. Again, it's very much like my original playthrough, just choose spirit all the time. All day, every day, be a simp. Be a simp to the gothy mommy, the corpsey cutie. Oh yeah, this is when we come up on Dwight and Claudette trying to kill each other. And we think they're banging. Spirit. I guess I didn't choose enough good options as spirit. Guess I'll save again. I don't think it says I have to do it perfectly for the feet minigame. Which again... Sure, why not? I already asked about the glass. Rubs the lotion on its skin. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that one. I didn't mean to do that third one. Fuck. Hold on, can I do even better there? I want to see if that's even better. Shards of glass. What do you mean that bad? That's perfect! Fuck! Oh my god, no, that's that minigame's harder. It feels somewhat awkward because you like at a certain direction it feels like it's pointing, but it's also just not pointing. So like some of the other like mini games where you can do the skill checks, like it kind of gives you enough leeway with the pointer, but this one it feels like it gives you less leeway with the pointer, like even if you're pointing like directly at it. This is where Wraith's like, oh, pick me. I'm like, fuck you, I'm on a date. Fuck you, Wraith. Fuck you and your badass, Wraith. frustrated. We figured this one out regardless. Be coy. Yeah, a lot of these we just know what to do. Ignore them. A manners book, perhaps? It's fine. We're used to this kind of shabby treatment here on Shirk Island. Everyone, if you please post kind of follows us to the fire pit, we greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. Ignore them. I'm not the storytelling type, and be generous. I'm not the storytelling type. What was it again? Be gracious. Why are you being like this? Because you're all so much better storytellers than I. Look at you wooing everyone without offending anyone. The killer's blush flattered. Except Spirit, she sees through you. Sorry. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but that was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end it here. Who else would you hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, decide who might be the most entertaining. Choose Spirit. The bride that went missing in the forest or some shit. And then Spirit again. Yeah, it feels like to get an ending, you have to fully commit to one killer. Even though there's the option to, like, do the... There's an achievement, rather, where you date around, and I think there's one where you just, like, blow up the island or some shit. No idea what you have to do for any of those. This is the one where you eliminate one of the killers. Survival dating. You eliminate anyone, just not Spirit. I prefer Trapper. He intimidates me. I'm gonna eliminate Wraith again, because I feel good about rejecting him. Again, behavior. Put this up in your store. Put this up in your online store. This will sell you more copies than than every single part of the All Kill DLC. This will sell you more. This will make you significantly more money. Okay, yeah, those are like the exact same things. Oh my god, this... just the thought bubble on Trickster's face that was stuck there. That's really good. Hey, Void's been nice to us. No, I haven't. I've been super mean. I've not given much of a shit. Choose Spirit. Then go up and maybe die. Going up the lighthouse to die. Again, it didn't seem like we were too far off if this is the actual path to getting the Spirit ending. Like maybe one or two certain things that just missed out on, like getting the bottle with Spirit. Go up, maybe die. Oh, one of the things was like you had to say something in the tunnel with Spirit and Trapper. Alright, that right there. That right there hurt. See, like right there, like you can be, they say that's a perfect, yet you're like not perfectly on it. I know, that's just another thing I just have an issue with in this game right now, is just how inconsistent all those skill check things are, because each one of them is a different size. And each one of them is just like, you can't even get really good at them, it just feels like, because there's no time to practice, it's just, you need to do them, you just need to do them well, with like constantly changing. Like, just imagine in Dead by Daylight, if every time you did a skill check, the arrow for the size of the great skill check would just constantly change sizes every time one popped up. So you couldn't have like much of an idea of just having muscle memory and just knowing when to like press down space on them. Missed completely. You have to do that perfectly? No. I wonder... You know what? If they have Oni and Trickster kind of hidden in here, who knows what other killers they have in here? I think there's a reference, like a 2-second kind of appearance of Ghostface just in the background. I think I also got a little spoiled on that too during someone's ending. So say something. Sorry, I think I interrupted something very personal, also quite scary. I swear I wasn't trying to listen to him, but I heard a lot. Probably not everything. I think I woke up in the middle. What did you hear? Just you dumping Trapper? We're never together. I mean, we were together. Wink, wink, wink. I know you're wearing a mask, but we can see your eyes. You don't need to say wink, wink, wink out loud. Another reason I'm right to have dumped you. You're not. It was mutual. But jig is they say up. You're gonna have to deal with the situation. Okay, now this is all exactly the same again. And it's, yeah, we're pretty much about where it's gonna be the ending. So that's the Trapper test, Rin, Dragon, Restaurant, Black, not being seen for who you are. Yeah, there weren't any secrets to that one. It's just, I think that just opens up another option. That opens up. Okay, yeah, this is all the same again. You know, that's also weird because she's like, oh, he has the soul of a warrior and everything. It's like, okay, we bang. And it's like, okay, friend zone. That's just a weird thing. Or just a weird series of events. There we go. There's our fan service shot. Oh god, I totally forgot about the... How is that almost? Again, that was like right on. Again, almost, it's like right on it. It's like it's a pixel off and that doesn't count. Okay, we get the glass shard. I think here is now where it's going to be different. This is the only way, because we've gotten every single point that I seemingly needed to for Rin. You point to the many open wounds on your body, complete with bits of sand and dirt stuck in them. Oh my god, she isn't even wearing her little frock anymore. Her little coveralls. Yeah, you can say that. Think some of those might be infected. You should really get them checked out. Actually going through with this, the thing you should get checked out is your head, my friend. Spirit is absolutely nuts. You won't survive a week dating her. Did you just give us your blessing like 3 scenes ago?
Might think that she's all sad and introspective, but the truth is she's a demon hell-bent on revenge who will ultimately stop at nothing to satisfy the lust for death that courses through her veins. I can't get her out of my mind. Oh, poor Trapper. Get fucked, buddy. The cucks shall inherit the earth. Duh. I know all that, and I think that it's hot. She's the goth girlfriend of my dreams, and you're just jealous you lost her, so you're trying to run me out of town. Well, guess what? I'm not scared of you. I'm with Rin now, and she's got my back. Literally, she carved her name in it with a piece of broken glass. Thank God it was only 3 letters long. Alright. We get it, everyone's super tough. All you do is kill, no matter what. We got a show to finish, and this is the finale. We need to hold on for just a moment longer. After that, what's the point of the whole experience? To give even the most demented killers a chance at finding love. And it worked! To think that my official bio called me distinctly below average. Well, look at me now, world. I'm about to officiate the wedding of 2 complete maniacs. Please, Spirit, take a bouquet and prepare your vows. As soon as you both say I do, send you off to your exclusive honeymoon. Hold up, no one is saying I do today. Yeah, nobody is. Wait, what? Marriage is an archaic social institution put in place by men in power thousands of years ago to maintain their control on the world. I'm not interested in playing their game. I'm not interested in doing what everyone else tells me or living by any rules that I don't believe in deep down in my heart. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't remember being asked if I wanted to take part in this bootleg reality TV bullshit in the first place. Did anyone here agree to this? Still, I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Spirit has manifested her katana, and in a moment the mood has changed from a romantic climax to a place of terror. Whoa, we're all having fun here. You just say, I do, we can... I won't. With a slice of her blade, Claudette is no more replaced by 2 halves of Claudette, neither of which is a oh my god, she killed Claudette. Oh no. They just put like a big John Marston dead-eye hit marker on her face. Dwight is horrified. There's a chance he'll actually wet himself. Lucky for him, Khaki hides a lot of things. Unlucky for him, urine isn't one of them. Meanwhile, Trapper, Huntress, and Wraith are eating popcorn. Where'd they get popcorn? You were under the impression that Claudette and Dwight did all the cooking around here, so... Sorry, now's not the time to think about who popped the popcorn. Gruesome murder just happened. This is for you. You know what to do. Spirit hands you her katana. You look on a whimpering Dwight and feel everybody waiting for you to put him out of his misery. Look, GBST2, we're on a very tight schedule. You respect the schedules, right? If you kill me, I'm afraid of what comes next, so I don't know, could you not? Hold on, we need like 2 playthroughs of this. Think back to that strange moment in the lantern room, the black lighthouse. When the light hit Dwight, there was something off about it all. As if he wasn't real. Or at least not really human. But that's a good reason to do him in with the Spirit's katana. Is there actually a reason not to kill him? This doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is taking control. Taking it away from them. Taking it into your own hands and carving out a new destiny for yourself. Kill this pathetic worm. Kill him and join me on my mission. Together we will be unstoppable. That's quite an offer. What are you gonna do? I mean, we have the safety save. We can just spare him. We'll end off on the complete path. You drop Spirit's katana into the sand at your feet. Everybody gasps. Look up at Spirit. She's furious. I could never kill him. Because this isn't real. None of it is. It's all a lie, a sham, a horrible nightmare. I'm not real. Then this wouldn't hurt. Wake up, GBST2. It's time to die. Spirit takes her katana back and turns it on you, slicing you clearly in half. Your blood stains the sand, but only for a moment. The waves quickly wash it away, along with any other trace of you. Let's load that back. Because I'm not a killer, I'm not like you. Trapper's laughter echoes across the beach. I knew it the entire time. You're just some wuss who bumped their head on the balcony of some bargain cruise ship or whatever. Fell into the ocean and washed up here. I didn't smell the pour on you this entire time. He's gonna fucking pour shame me because I didn't murder. I don't like this. This makes me feel dirty. So disappointed. She picks up the katana and does in Dwight herself. He never stood a chance. I admire you in a way for standing up for who you are, but I also despise you for being a spineless weakling. You're no killer, eh? You think that makes you a survivor? As if you could handle the agony. His little tip, survivors never really survive. Without warning, Spirit gives you the ending you asked for. It's a kill or be killed world, and you pick the side. Wrong side, the dead side. At least she looks beautiful as she thrusts her katana into your heart. I don't know, maybe there isn't like that's not a way to get through the secret like a secret ending. That's the only reason why I want to try that a couple times. Anyways, let's murder Dwight. You raise the spirit's katana, and with the ease of slicing a wedding cake, you cut him in two. His dead body slumps on the ground in front of you. That was so incredibly sexy. Ren places her hands over yours, and you both hold her katana, your fingers intertwined. You look to the other killers and see something new on their faces. Respect. You're one of them now. Ruthless, uncompromising, splattered with blood. A killer. My father is really going to crap his pants when he sees the two of us coming. That's pretty lewd. What are you waiting for, lover? Sit on the beach below the Black Lighthouse, watching seagulls devour the liver of a dead pirate who washed up on shore. Just thinking about how much I love you, Rin. Stop thinking and show me. Think we'll ever leave this place? What do you care? I hope we don't. The end. Yeah, we finally got an ending, boys! It took like 2 attempts. We got the big titty goth GF at the end. Which, when you think about life, that's just the goal for everybody. Get you. You know what? I'm not even gonna say big titty, because you know what? It'd be a gothy himbo for you that you might be into. I'm not here to assume what type of goth or gothette you're into. That's not my job. I don't have a job. And if it was, it wouldn't be this, because that's kind of horrible to do. But yeah, that's Hooked on You, the Spirit's Path, at least. I don't know if I'm gonna do more, because that's gonna... I don't know. I feel like if I do this, I can't really stream for like another day or two afterwards. Mostly because like it hurts my throat enough trying to do voices. I mean, we'd be skipping like a lot of extra dialogue, just like the in-between stuff. But at the same time, like, I don't know. Just let me know if you're interested. But I guess that's gonna be the it of the stream tonight. Thank you very much if you're watching live. Thank you very much if you're watching the VOD. If you somehow liked what you saw, there's a like, sub, / follow button in the bottom right hand corner of the video player. I would appreciate that. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you dislike it. Leave a nice comment, leave a mean comment. I don't care. Any kind of interaction is good for me. This has been Hooked on You. It's been really fun. I don't think I've been able to have a chance to like fully kind of say what my opinion of this was, but yeah, I like this a lot. I think it's really like fun idea. I think it's goofy. I think it works within the concept of like the community. Community is always just kind of comically horny, kind of comically lusting after just characters in this game where it's just about being murdered. And just the fact that Behavior was just like, okay, let's just get a good visual novel company and just make a goofy, fun visual novel with just like tints of like horror in it and just like uneasiness to it. And then it's just, hey, here's a bunch of like Easter eggs and shit. That's really cool. I mean, regardless of what you think about Behavior and just the way that they've been able to handle Dead by Daylight over the past couple of years, you gotta admit that this is just a really neat of them to do. I mean, you're not gonna see Nintendo do this ever.
Nintendo would take something like this down and just delete it. Also, like, this is just written well. It's really fun. It's a fun read. I mean, I'm excited to play the other paths and see what they are, and then whatever the fuck the hidden ending is. Because obviously there's a hidden ending in this where it's just like you gotta do everything. I don't know, it's just that I think just in general, visual novels are just kind of hard to do over stream because you're just talking so much and there isn't like much breaks in between to kind of come up with ideas or come up with jokes. Really, it's just feels like you're just reading and then just have to react immediately after that. I'd be fine with it without doing every route. This was fun. Appreciate you, Lego. Thanks for coming out and watching me simp over a goth babe. It means a lot, man. Oh, hold on. I should. You know what? I'll do this. I keep on forgetting this. I keep on forgetting to bring the ducks out for the end. But there we go. There we go. All is right with the world. We got the ducks back. You know what? I don't even need a Twitter thing up there. It's just the YouTube. So yeah. Again, thank you, everyone. I'll see you either tomorrow, maybe, or Friday. All right. Bye, everyone. Stay safe out there.